Stadium in Eugene. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive in the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. After you.
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Mayava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receiver's going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
Back to pass. Here's a heap. Right on the money. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. The run to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and
makes a grab and room to run. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Dante Moore. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Runs through him. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Runs through a tackle. And runs through another one. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Ducks. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entire.
Makes the grab in their space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore with the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got the quick completion. Going the other way, and he's got room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
To the air, it's Mayava. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
From the gun. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. More play action. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Bear. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Might be changing the route.
Booster, Q.
Run the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Gets open down the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Smacks him with the stiff arm. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Mayava. Escapes the pressure to his right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. But you're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
It's caught, and he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Snap in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown Trojans! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing more. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Not a chance. Missed it. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if this guy's going to get another shot at it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 10 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Seminoles, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively,
Oh, he's got some space.
And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins.
Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And they did tack on the extra point. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Look at the big fella roll. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Going over the top. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Unloads to the right. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, they'll chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun on third down. Moore plucks it out of the air. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
snags it, and there's running room. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a catch! Just beat the defender. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense in press coverage. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. Makes the catch, and he's free.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Got a man. It's Davison. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The receiver on the jet sweep. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion.